Hey, how's it going? No real updates today with regards the kind of speaking progress, but I yesterday was a lot happened yesterday that I checked in with, and I didn't check in with a couple of other things that also happened yesterday, or kind of have been happening for the last few days, and so I thought I'd check in with them right now. So one of the things is that I've been talking about a new prospective client for a speaking engagement at the end of this month. That's now not going ahead, or at least it's not going ahead at the end of this month. It might happen in March, possibly April. It's a little bit kind of vague and hazy at the moment, but it's certainly not dead in the water, but it isn't confirmed. So a little update there. It's a bit frustrating because the only thing really I can think of that's changed is now they've got the kind of the price, the fees, and this is always the kind of the sticking point, or certainly it's not always, but it has often been the sticking point. Certainly that's where I always come back to. So just need a little bit of chasing up there and a little bit of finessing to kind of understand exactly what it is and see if we can get a date locked down for when we can actually make this happen. It sounds like it is something they definitely do want to do and haven't said, no, it's too expensive, but they're looking at how they can bring it in and get more, I guess, more value out of it, getting more people into the audience. So get this content, me coming in and speaking to more people. I guess what they don't want is for it to be something that people don't sign up for. It's not mandatory. So if people aren't signing up for it, then they run the risk of paying some money and only having like a few people turning up. So I totally get that, but I want to kind of understand if that really is the problem or if there's something else going on there. So there's that. And then also yesterday, I actually phoned up a couple of people, left a couple of voicemails and spoke to somebody from a previous contact where I spoke at their conference last year to see kind of where they are with things. It was probably about this time, maybe a bit earlier last year, when I was speaking to them about the keynote that I gave at the conference. So their agenda is full now, but she said she's going to introduce me to the head of wellbeing in their HR department and also the person who's organising the EMEA conference. So that, again, I'm not really holding out too much breath for that because she said they have a very kind of similar agendas that cover very similar things. So, but then I spoke at the UK last year and I didn't speak at EMEA last year, so they obviously have some differences. So it'd be really good to have that introduction. But the kind of chunking up to another level is that it was just really, I felt quite good. I made 3 phone calls and left 2 voicemails and spoke to one person and just felt like I was on a bit of a roll. So I know that if I have the list of numbers to phone, I can just sit down there and get through them. I know I can do that. So tomorrow I've got a bit of time and I'm going to go back to some of the processes that I had a couple of weeks ago where I got some numbers, got some names, and I'm actually going to go back and do that again. Spend the morning getting some numbers, spend some time in the afternoon actually making some phone calls and see what happens from that. But there we go. There's my check-in for the day. There have been a couple of kind of thinky things around speaking. I've watched a bit of my video back from last night, the Toastmasters talk. I've posted a little bit about that as well. So I feel like I'm sort of establishing my myself and kind of my reputation, I guess, as a speaker. And I was thinking about this whole goal as well. I know I've almost finished now. I'm back into more. This whole goal about establish myself as a professional motivational speaker. I kind of feel like I'm so far beyond that now, and that's absolutely what I've done. I really feel like I wear that, and it feels like it's a big part of me. But it's still, now it's a case of like, well, how do I want this to look? Like, how much speaking do I want to be doing? What kind of audiences do I want to be in front of? And actually making it into a sustainable business. So that's where I'm at with it at the moment. So I feel like I've kind of made it to where the next step, but now I've got to take that next step. So this is never where I wanted to be. This is always going to be a part of that process, the big identity shift. And it's happened gradually. It feels like it's there now, and it has been for some time now, but now it's a case of turning this into a business that's sustainable. I have processes in place that I can keep on turning and keep doing more of what I love to do. So there we go. Now I'm finished. That's my update for the day. Thanks for watching and listening. Give it a like, subscribe to the channel, and check back in again tomorrow for another daily update. Bye for now.